Okay. It seems like I'm good. It says I'm live. 1 second, guys. There we go. Okay. Hey, everybody. So, it has been a while. I'm gonna wait until I see some comments in the chat. Uh, Boy. Yeah, it's been a while. Alright, but we are good to go. We are live. Okay. Pour myself a drink. The kitchen. Romy, you be quiet, boy. You be quiet, boy. Hey, anything? Nothing yet. Hey, Kevin. Yeah, my results aren't back yet. I took my second test yesterday, and the strange thing was when I took my first test 2 weeks ago, the results came back literally the day afterwards. Nothing yet, so I imagine this is probably gonna take at least 3 to 5 days. Hey, Paul. Hey, Bros, Gabriel, Hector. Owen, oh my God, guys, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. So, before we continue, let me address the elephant in the room. Um, you can ask something right now, Billy. Yeah, you can ask me something right now. I mean, if I don't get to it right now, it's just because I'm explaining the situation of what's been going on. So, do not worry. I trust me. This doesn't ask me anything. James, hey man, I'm more than happy to be back as well. And I miss you too, man. Seriously, I miss you so much, James. I miss screenings, man. I miss it. Thank you, Hector. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad to be honest. Hey, it's not to be honest. Your squad, I'm feeling better. So let's get the elephant. Let's. I look terrible, guys. This is what happens when I don't have. This is what happens when I don't have my hair gel. I'm just gonna just stop fucking with it at this point. Okay. So, to address the elephant in the room really quick. So, about 2.5 weeks ago or so, I was feeling like absolute shit. I mean, I woke up and I can't tell you guys how bad I was feeling to describe it in words. I just felt terrible. And when I went to go to my mother's place to have dinner, I went to get my temperature checked. Turned out I had 100.1 at a low grade fever. And so then I was to my mother, I was like, dude, I don't feel good at all, to be honest. And she said, well, and then actually my buddy Jerome in the chat was telling me, get tested. And I told him, well, I got an appointment. So the next day I got my appointment. And that very next day I got tested positive for coronavirus. So basically, I'm at my mother's place. I'm in the kitchen because this is honestly the best lighting I can get for you guys right now. So I have been basically in quarantine here for the past 2 weeks. Um, I'm feeling better though. I am feeling actually tons better actually. And yes, I am feeling a lot better, Raymond. For everybody asking how I'm feeling right now, I'm feeling way better. Um, the worst I had it honestly was that I had a sore throat for maybe a couple of days, maybe 3 to 5 days max. I went back yesterday to get tested. Haven't gotten my results back, so I'm assuming that probably means that they're doing more testing. I have no idea, to be honest with you. But no, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling way better. I was feeling fatigued. I could say this though really quick before I move on with everything else. Sore throat. Well, yeah, of course. Someone has to work them corners, Romy. um, but oh no, I appreciate that. No, I mean I was worried as well, but I mean I was really lucky if you ask me because I know that a lot of people out there haven't been as lucky. My case has or was I should say was very mild. I had a cough. I mean, I've had this cough since March. It's not haven't really experiencing it at the moment. I had a little bit of fatigue, but that's because I was in bed a lot of the time, and I just got moving around, so I started feeling a lot better. I got some fresh air. I drove my car around, and vodka cures that. Don't drink, so I couldn't tell you. How am I streaming this? I am at my mother's place. I'm just using my laptop, my webcam, my computer microphone, and Yeah, so I don't have my lighting. I mean, I decided to move my computer in here for chatting because the lighting is actually not so bad here. It's a lot more for a soft light. But yes, I am getting better. I am getting better, yes. And I'm going back to my dad's place where my filming room is tomorrow. Oh, the website, StreamYard. If you connect StreamYard to your YouTube, it'll connect everything and it'll just do the job for you. They actually have a subscription where if you pay $20 a month, you can do custom branding, which I actually might be doing. Yeah, I know, Taiwan from what I saw is doing amazing. My parents and I, oh shit, man. That's good, Gabriel. I'm happy that even though you guys got tested positive, um, you guys are doing better. And here's the thing, Gabriel. I didn't have any body pain. Like I didn't have any body pain. Like nothing. I didn't have any of that. The most that I had honestly was that I think at one point I had body chills for maybe like 2-3 days, but afterwards they went away. So no more body chills, which is great. I only get body chills now because of something that because I've reacted to something in a way that I'm really excited about, or because I'm really scared about something. But yeah. Let me eat this. Hey Tessa, how's it going, pal? Hey, I am feeling a lot better, Tessa. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it, pal. Yeah, basically Florida, Texas, and California are the hot spots right now. Yeah, Austin with a redhead. Oh, come on. Don't be so mean, Owen. Gary will get his Asian. With this out. Raymond, I appreciate that, man. Seriously, I really appreciate that. I'll be back soon, guys. Trust me. I'll be back soon for real reviewing movies. But here's the thing. I don't. Let's see. Let me do this. Project. I have not seen it. If you guys want me to review it, I guess I will. I'll also have to figure out the time for when I can do it because I'm gonna be I'm actually going more gaming content. I mean, I know that you guys come to my channel really more for movie content, but I want to put my hand in the ring for more gaming stuff. Holy crap. Jerome, boy. Okay, let me air Billy just to answer our question. Not as Mulan will. You means I don't know, to be honest. I don't think it will. I would really like to go. I would really like New Mutants to go to Disney Plus because it seems like the smart move to do, given how we're still in this pandemic. But I mean, my local theater is still shut down, but I still want to be going into it anyways. I really wouldn't be. But yeah. Let's see what we got. Thoughts? I have not seen the Devil All the Time trailer. There's movies in 2020. Yeah, right. At this point, like, I mean, if you guys would like me to, my favorite movie of the year right now is The Five Bloods. That was fucking terrific. Am I excited for the new Tony Hawk game? Abso-freaking-lutely. I didn't pre-order it only because I didn't want to spend money just to pre-order. I mean, I've been playing the Avengers beta, which is actually a lot of fun. Hold up. Okay. I've been playing the Avengers beta, which I'm having a lot of fun with. I think speaking of that, Thor's combat feels a little bit janky, but playing as Iron Man is so much fun. It really is. Oh god. If they show Contagion around me in theaters, people will be even more scared shitless, to say the least. They'll be more scared. Okay, I mean, because since Billy has asked the same question, I'll answer it. Yes, I do. Even though it's not really The Purge, it's not. It's not like where crime has gone for 12 hours. It's not like The Purge at all. It doesn't have that same feeling. Any games you've been playing on streaming? Yes. What I do play on streaming is Fall Guys, which I have been having a ton of fun with. My buddy Jerome fucking hates it, but I think it's a ton of fun. I'll be streaming Fall Guys very soon. But yes, I'll be streaming Fall Guys. I'll be doing more Let's Plays here very soon. I'm going to be doing a Let's Play series for Emily Wants to Play, depending on how long it takes me to be, because if you guys have played Emily Wants to Play on the PC, it could be really fucking hard. I'm going to be playing a game called Remothered Tormented Fathers because there is the sequel to it coming out very soon, Broken Porcelain, which I'm really excited about. Let's see. Fall Guys are so much fun. Yes, I agree. I'm having a lot of fun with Fall Guys. It can be a little frustrating because of the collision-based physics, but I'm having fun with it, honestly. Okay, what's the most unintentionally hilarious death scene of all time? The one I could think of, the one that I stopped off the top of my head, Big Trouble in Little China, when the main villain just, like, fucking, when he just bursts and explodes, I was laughing my ass off at that. I mean, Big Trouble in Little China is absolutely a terrific movie. The main fanatic, stop it! That's a nosebleed. I had one once. That was really, yeah, that was bad. Hey, let's see. Hey Sarah, miss you too, pal. I missed you guys. I really did. It's been a long time since I made a video. About 3 weeks. The last time I made a video was my late reviews roundup, to which, that was fun to do. That was fun. The goat and let's see. Let's see what we got for you guys. Will I be attending DC Fandom? If I don't work, I mean, I have to talk to my boss saying, hey, man, I need to be able to, you know, I need to make sure for certain that I'm okay because I'm not cleared yet from this thing. I mean, I feel better, but I want to be tested so I know that I'm clear from this thing. Hello. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate it. Hello, South Africa. I appreciate that so much, man. Seriously, I really appreciate it. And also see Cougar if I can find that comment really quick. Where the hell was it? C. Cougar mentioned something about the tail. Well, C. Cougar was mentioning something about Fall Guys, the tail grabbing game. For the most part, I'm not a fan of the team-based games. I like the soccer-based game because that's a lot of fun. The egg game is really, really weird, but the tail game I hate. I actually almost won a crown one time. I'm not joking with you. I grabbed the tail from a character. I was running around. I'm not joking with you. I was maybe 7 seconds away from getting a crown. I was 7 seconds away. That was some bullshit. I mean, same thing because we have to go up that one little hill. We have to go up that one little hill to grab the crown. I'm not joking with you. I thought I grabbed the crown. Turns out I didn't. If I had maybe waited a bit longer, I would have won my first one. It's ridiculous. Also, I should probably make sure my audio isn't, like, blowing up. I just realized that. Sound. Oh, okay, so I guess we're okay. Yeah, my audio is fine. I just want to make sure I wasn't, like, blowing up. Let's see. Alright. But yes, guys, I will be back in my filming space on Sunday, and I'm going to make my first video for gaming with Fall Guys. I'm going to attempt to do it, but yeah. Oh, it's fine. I appreciate that. To be fair, Jerome Billy has been spamming because it's just been like, yeah, it isn't asking me anything. So yeah, who should play the Joker in Robert Pattinson's Batman trilogy? Oof. Who should play the Joker? I honestly do not know. I really don't. I mean, people will say probably Joaquin Phoenix, but here's the thing. The tone and the feel of that movie, I feel like, is so much different. I mean, then again, we haven't seen any footage of the Batman. And speaking of which, I think we might get maybe a teaser. Maybe like a 20-second teaser or something. I don't know because I don't think they're even done shooting it. I don't think they are. But it's hard to say. Okay. Here we go. Pick one movie to be erased from existence? Jack and Jill, The Last Airbender, Artemis Fowl, or Cats? Damn. Uh, what would I erase from existence? I actually don't know. I mean, Jack and Jill is just an abomination. The Last Airbender is an abomination. Artemis Fowl practically has no plot, despite the book being absolutely amazing. Cats is just a really weird experience. I'd probably say Jack and Jill, to be honest. Even though I do hate The Last Airbender. Raymond. Okay, so your favorite? Hey, Godfather. Godfather 2. I will say a shot about Godfather 2. I love Godfather Part 2. However, I do find it to be just just a bit overrated, only because it's a tad too long. If it wasn't at the length it was, I would probably love it more than the first Godfather. And A Clockwork Orange is terrific, but my favorite movie of all time is Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. I love Return of the King so much. I really do. I think it's a terrific. I mean, it's my favorite movie of all time. What am I saying? Um, let's see. I have not seen American Pickle. I want to see it though. I really, really do. I'll be checking it out very, very soon. That'll probably be my first review back. My first movie review back. Um, when do I think the new Dune trailer releases? Dude, that's what I want to know. I've been wanting to see that trailer for God knows how long, really. Um, but no, I am dying to see Dune. Honestly, I kind of think it's pushed back only because due to the pandemic, it's just not the right time to go back to the movies. I honestly think that VOD is just better. I think it's just better. Favorite TV show? My favorite TV show. So I have a couple of favorite TV shows. Okay, this is gonna be really weird. So, I used to watch a lot of Nickelodeon back in the day, not just because of SpongeBob, but I don't know if you guys watched Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. I've been binging that show as of recently. I don't know why, because I was watching a lot of like compilation videos, and I was like, you know what, I might as well watch it. I'm on season 3 already. I've been binging it. Yeah, I love Ned's Declassified. Drake and Josh was one of my favorites. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. You gotta love Breaking Bad. I love Game of Thrones. I don't love season 8. I think it's the worst season, but I think it's still a perfectly fine season. I love Beavis and Butthead. Love all that stuff. Let's see. And I like the Last of Us games. Well, I've been replaying The Last of Us Part 2. It's one of my favorite games. So, I heard someone say, Hugh Jackman as Joel would be a good pick, but my pick is Romy's pick, and that's Guy Pearce. Or, I mean, actually, Troy Baker said he would love to see Josh Brolin take on the role, which I think wouldn't be a bad idea either. But I think that Guy Pearce or Hugh Jackman would be pretty much great for that role. Would be great. Hold up a second. Okay, that was really fucking weird. My apologies about that, guys. My internet hold on. God damn it. So my internet decided to go down for a second. What the hell? My apologies about that, guys. I am really sorry about that. Yeah, for some reason my computers decided to be like, okay, goodbye, we're done. Sorry about that. Hold up a tick. Okay, so my apologies about that, guys. Anyways, yeah, my internet decided, I guess I'm an ugly barnacle. Enough said. So yeah, my apologies about that, guys. Yeah, that was really, really freaking weird. Yeah, it was so interesting because it said no internet. I wanted to go look at my router and I was just like, well, that's really weird because it was still connected. Yeah, because a lot of people are using the internet nowadays, due to yeah, all that stuff. But yes, wait, there's a Wrong Turn reboot? Wow. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't a fan of the first Wrong Turn, so yeah, my apologies about that, guys. That was really, really freaking weird. Yeah, I know, I know. It did interrupt on my comment. That was just saying, hey, Godfather 3 sucks. Now, to be fair, I have not seen The Godfather Part 3. I've only seen the first and second one. The first one is honest, one of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Romy and I and Gary. We are always. I mean, we are always busting each other's balls. We always are. So yeah, that's not a question. But yeah, I guess my first review back will be an American Pickle, which I need to see. I do really want to see it. I need to see Project Power. It looks like as well. So I guess American Pickle and Project Power will be my next reviews once I do see them. I mean, Project Power is on Netflix, so I'll have no problem getting access to that. So. Let's see. American. I just imagine you saying that. That's funny. That's funny. Review some old movies. You know, actually, hold up. Speaking of which, Raymond, I will say this. So, I might as well tell you guys this right now. So, in October, I know it's still a couple of months away, but in October, if you guys remember correctly, I think this was what, this was 2 years ago. I think it was every Friday I reviewed a horror film. I'm going to be doing that again this year. So, this October, every Friday, including Halloween, I'm going to be reviewing one horror film every Friday, whether it's a classic or a newer one or a new-ish movie. So yeah, I'll be doing my little Halloween horror review series once again, so you can look forward to that in October. I've got the movies planned out. I just gotta watch them again. But yeah, just want to let you guys know that. So yes, I am planning something for older reviews. I noticed as well that my review of Ensande is doing great, which I was just like, wow, the DDPL and Limbo movie is actually doing good for my channel. Cool. Review some old. This is really weird. So my phone is actually getting things faster than my computers, which is really, really weird. Is Braveheart my favorite epic movie? I mean, if we're talking about historical epic, that's Ben-Hur for me, the 1959 version. That movie is just. If that movie came out in IMAX, I would haul ass at the ears to see that movie. I really would. I think it's just a phenomenal freaking movie. Okay, I might as well answer this. John Krasinski, I mean, sure, but here's the thing. People would automatically think back to A Quiet Place. Yeah, people would automatically think back to A Quiet Place, and it's not that it's a bad thing, but the universe and the tone of both things, it's just, I'd rather have someone different. My favorite black and white movie. My favorite black and white movie. Actually, that's a really good question. My favorite black and white movie. Um, Damn. I mean, one right off the bat, To Kill a Mockingbird, I think is absolutely amazing. Schindler's List, cannot go wrong with Schindler's List. That's one of the greatest movies ever made. Psycho, absolutely. Um, I would probably say Schindler's List or Psycho. There's one I'm thinking about the top of my head, but I've never seen it. Human Centipede, Jesus Christ. I know I saw it. I wouldn't want anyone in that thing because that would be disturbing, Romy. No. Psycho is Hitchcock's best. I can't disagree with that, Raymond. I mean, you also gotta love North by Northwest or Rear Window. Rear Window is absolutely terrific. But I would probably say Psycho is his best, but I can't go against North by Northwest or Rear Window is just damn. Like, talk about using a minimal location for the majority of it, and it just keeps escalating throughout the entire thing. It's absolutely amazing. Do I plan on reviewing any Christmas movies? I don't know, to be honest. I mean, maybe. I mean, I would review Black Christmas, but I'm reviewing that already for my Halloween horror review series coming up. I just gave away what I'm going to be reviewing one of those reviews. So yes, I might as well say it right now. The weekend before Halloween comes out, the day before Halloween, I will be reviewing the original Black Christmas, just to let you guys know. Not the remake, because I haven't seen it. And, alright, Billy, I'll answer this. Which Stephen King drama is your favorite? I would say probably Shawshank as well. Probably Shawshank. Yeah, I'd probably say Shawshank Redemption as well. One of the greatest films ever. I didn't see that final. Strange thing is, when it came to Shawshank, I didn't see Shawshank Redemption literally until 6 years ago. Who would have thought? Yeah, I know. Here's the thing. I actually told it was my literature class. I think it was in college. I was in I think it was my English lit class. I mentioned to everybody I did not see Shawshank Redemption. They were like, "You're a movie guy and you haven't seen Shawshank? Okay, that's your side assignment. Watch that this weekend." I thought they were joking. I didn't see it. And as soon as I came back, everyone was like, "So did you watch Shawshank?" And I was like, "Oh." And I was like, "No, I was serious about that." I was like, "Okay, I guess I better watch it." I'm aware, Billy, that there are two Black Christmas remakes. I'm aware. And I heard that they both suck. But I finally watched it, and everyone asked me how I felt, and I was like, that was good. And they also had me watch No Country for Old Men, which I absolutely loved. Who would you cast as Ellie? Oh, Caitlin Dever, easily. Caitlin Dever, without a doubt. She looks just like her, and she's a phenomenal actress. I could easily see her playing Ellie. Easily. Okay, I love this question. Who are your favorite wrestlers? Okay. Stone Cold Steve Austin will always and forever be my favorite wrestler of all time. I fucking love Stone Cold. The Rock, I mean, you gotta love Dwayne Johnson. Actually, quick little story for you guys. So, when Baywatch was coming out for the the Dwayne Johnson Baywatch that came out 3 years ago, so I actually went to the red carpet premiere of Baywatch, and what happened was that I thought I was gonna be doing interviews. It turned out to be somebody else. Then they switched at the last second to somebody else. So I was filming interviews at the red carpet premiere of Baywatch. I think MTV was there, if I remember correctly, as well. But what happened was that, all the main cast was there. I mean, all the main cast was there. I mean, Alexandra Daddario, The Rock, Zac Efron, the director was there, the writers were there. We got to interview Alexandra Daddario. We didn't get Zac Efron, but we got The Rock. If you guys want to see the interviews, I'll actually post the interviews once. You know what? I'll find the interviews really quick and I'll post them below. I'll actually post them in the live chat. But sometime the day Alexandra Daddario came to us and she asked a question, and a guy next to her was like, "Hey, can I get a picture?" Sure. And I was like to the guy, "You lucky mother F," and he said, "Dude, just ask her. She's right there." So I yelled at her twice, and then the third time, everyone around me collectively yelled, and she turns around and she looks right at me. She comes walking towards me and the interviewer who I was filming, and the person who I was on camera I was filming said, "My cameraman adores you." And I just thought, oh shit. And so I went up to her and I was like, "Hi, Alexandra." But I kept my cool, at least until she walked away. And she was so sweet, and by God, she was fucking gorgeous. And I told her I was a big fan of her, and I asked her, "Hey, can I get a picture with you?" She said, "Yeah, sure." And so then we were trying to get the right shot. I was like, "Connie, let's go on to this side." And or no, I think she was either saying that or Sweetie. And then basically said, "Well, thank you for being a fan." I shook her hand, and instead of saying thank you, I audibly just yelled. I went like, "Ah!" I audibly screamed, and everybody around me was laughing their asses off. And they were like, "Dude, that was awesome." And I showed the picture, and then this guy next to me said, "You're going to be posting on Instagram." And I said, "You're goddamn skippy, I am." But that night, when The Rock came over to us, I literally stood maybe 2 feet away from The Rock. That was really, really surreal. I had to do everything in my power to not say, "If there's some metal." I had to do everything in my power to not yell any of his wrestling mannerisms at him. Like, it took everything I had in my body, but I did it. Well, yeah, I love Alexandra. Alexandra is a terrific actress. I mean, she hasn't been in the greatest movies, but she is an amazing actress. She really is. Alexandra, for watching this, I highly doubt it. But seriously, thank you for taking that picture with me. It meant the damn world. McKenna Grace would be great for Ellie. That wouldn't be a bad idea, actually, Billy. Not a bad idea. What's my favorite Bofus episode? I actually don't know. I mean, I will say this. The episode where everybody was throwing all those really dumb dad jokes towards Gary, and Gary lost his shit. I was in tears. I was laughing sort of. Then afterwards, I think we played that board game afterwards. That was great. That was terrific. Did you not just hear my story? Yes, I did. I did meet her in person. I mean, not to sound mean or anything, but yeah, I did. I took a picture with her. She's cool in person. She's actually really sweet in person. She's actually really sweet. All right. Would I put James Horner in my top 10 composers? Probably. I mean, my number one composer working today is Michael Giacchino. Michael Giacchino is probably my favorite composer. One composer that doesn't get enough credit, I think he's very underrated, is Steve Jablonsky, especially for his work on the Gears of War games. I fucking love Steve Jablonsky. You gotta love James Newton Howard. You have to love him. Gotta love the Hans. Junkie XO or Tom Hulkenberg is great. I like me some Tyler Bates. But Michael Giacchino is by far the best. I mean, his music makes me just... His music for Inside Out specifically, it's one of the best scores I've ever heard, honestly. But I cannot wait to hear his music for the Batman. I mean, when I saw that test reel footage and I heard his music, the Batman theme music, I just thought, oh my god, like seriously, Giacchino and Matt Reeves, the two of them are just bread and butter right there. They're a perfect combination. By the way, the fact that Michael Giacchino was not nominated for War of the Planet of the Apes, I'm still not over that. Just wanted to say. My favorite cinematographer, Roger Deakins, I mean, would probably be the easy way out on that because, I mean, truthfully, he is a great cinematographer. Emmanuel Lubitsky, who is nicknamed Chivo, I think is absolutely incredible. The way how he shoots in natural light is absolutely outstanding to me. Gotta love Thomas Siegel, I think his name is. I think Thomas Siegel, I think he shot Nightcrawler. I think he's an amazing cinematographer. Um, there's plenty of others I'm probably not thinking of. Um, I agree, Calvin. Let me show this. Calvin, I agree. Giacchino should have been nominated for War at the very least. This score for War, the score when Caesar looks like he's on the verge of death, and then the apes come over to him and give him, and the apes give him food, and then when they do the ape strong, I could not stop crying for a couple of minutes. Like I was legitimately in tears throughout that entire scene. Damn. Yeah, I want to watch War of the Planet of the Apes, even though War of the Planet of the Apes is a depressing ass movie. I also consider it to be a masterpiece. I really do. Don't have any thoughts on it because I haven't seen a trailer, but I'm excited about it. I agree. I would definitely say Emmanuel Lubitsky, Roger Deakins, and Thomas Siegel are terrific cinematographers. Robert Richardson's also terrific as well. I love Robert Richardson. Um, yeah, let's see. Is it? No, it is not Tanner because I still cry at that exact same moment every damn time I watch Inside Out. It always gets me. Always does. Okay, Tanner, there are three specific scenes in Inside Out that always get me. The very first scene when Riley is born, like you see the pride of joy, it makes me cry. I'm so happy. Bing Bong's death just, oh my god, take her to the moon for me. Just, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Then afterwards, and the final act, when Riley comes this close to abandoning everything because of her depression. I swear, guys, I had a river of tears throughout that entire scene. I was just like, no. People who don't like Inside Out, I don't understand it. I think that film is a perfect movie. That wasn't my top 5 films of the last decade. It's my favorite animated film of the last decade. Honestly, it's one of my favorite anime movies of all time. I think it's one of the best. I think it's the best Pixar movie. I agree, the most emotional. Like, okay, I'm gonna do my top 3 animated films of the decade right now. My number 3, Kubo and the Two Strings. Number 2, Toy Story 3. Number 1, Inside Out. Amazing. Was there a movie that had a sad anybody? Shit. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the whole StreamYard thing on this point. A sad ending? Not really that I can think of. Yeah, I have no idea to be honest. Hold up a sec. Oh, sorry about that. I thought I got a text message. Yeah, a movie that had sad ending, but I laughed at it. Yeah, I can't think of it to be honest with you. Most of the time, yeah, I can't think of it. A Scarface for Al Pacino movie, yeah. I mean, Scarface is absolutely amazing. Ooh, those are some good picks. Chicken Run is so good. I love Chicken Run. Let's see what else we got here. I didn't mention How to Train Your Dragon. I'm sorry, Romy. I know you love that film to death, especially the second one. The second one, do not get me wrong, is phenomenal. One of my favorite anime of the decade is Your Name. I haven't seen Your Name. I've been told amazing things about it, so I have no idea about that one. Bad mediocre movie, great cinematography. The first thing I thought of was Unbroken. Unbroken is a fine movie, but the cinematography is absolutely amazing. I actually talked about this in my review with Shane. By the way, love you, Shane. When I saw the movie, the first half of that movie is I loved. Second half, just I don't know what the hell happened, but the thing that kept me still engaged was the cinematography of Roger Deakins. That's what kept me engaged. Yeah, Roger Deakins is amazing as a cinematographer. Are you excited for the Spider-Verse sequel? Yes. Hell yeah. I mean, Spider-Verse is my top 10 favorite. Oh, wait. Oh, I just realized something. Spider-Verse. Making a change to my top 3 animated films, sorry. Number 3, Kubo. Number 2, Spider-Verse. Number 1, oh, wait, no, wait. Toy Story 3, Kubo. Oh, no, wait. Hold on. Toy Story 3, Spider-Verse, and then I believe it would be Inside Out. Okay, that's my actual top 3 anime. I was like, how could I fucking forget about Spider-Verse? That was my favorite film of 2018. Jesus. Spider-Verse is fantastic, absolutely. Oh, man. Roger Deakins shooting a John Wick movie. I don't think that would ever happen, but if it did, that would be wow. It'd probably be like that one shot scene in Skyfall. That's how I could imagine it being like. Someone brought this up really quick. Sorry if you hear that. I never saw Legend of the Guardians. I never saw that movie. I've heard it's awesome. I've heard it's really cool. Let's see, John Wick. John Wick is one of the greatest. I also think that Mission Impossible is one of the greatest. I mean, mine is too, but that's about it. What anime shows have been? Honestly, I have not watched an anime show in a long time. I think the last anime I watched was last year. I watched Akira, which I thought was mind-blowing to say the least. That was mind-blowing. Yeah, no, Akira was damn. My favorite anime movies are by far Spirited Away and Akira. Love those movies to death. Favorite James Bond movie, Casino Royale for me. Skyfall being a very close second. I love Casino Royale so much. I really do. I need to get that movie in 4K. I made it. Yeah. Speaking of which, take a shot, Romy. Am I excited about Bill and Ted 3? Fuck yeah, I am. Hell yes, I'm excited about Bill and Ted 3. Speaking of which, I should probably review Bill and Ted. I'm not reviewing it because 3 is coming out. I'll probably review it because I love Bill and Ted. And Bogus Journey is actually, I think it's underrated. It's not a great movie, but I think it's underrated. I don't really have an answer on that one because I think it's still something that we're still learning about. I know that, I think, isn't John Carmack still? I think John Carmack's working on, it's either him or John Romero that are working on 4K. Spectre? Really? I mean, Spectre I think was okay. I thought it was solid, but it's just that I feel like that Spectre, after that opening scene, it just kind of goes, it kind of goes up and down. Christoph Waltz as, I love Christoph Waltz. I love him, but the reveal of, I mean, I had a feeling he'd be Blofeld, but at the same time, I'm just like, the action in the movie is amazing, but in terms of plot and story, I was way less invested in that one than I was with Skyfall and Casino. But I do agree, Raymond, that Spectre is better than Quantum of Solace. Quantum of Solace is one of the weakest James Bond films out there. Like, the way that I describe Quantum of Solace is that Quantum of Solace basically feels like a generic action movie with the Bond character in it. That's how I feel about it. Oh, alright. I want to pull this up really quick. I disagree, Tanner, only because Spectre is actually entertaining, I feel like. Crimes of Grindelwald is just... That movie was that close for being in my top 10 worst films of that year. I did not like Crimes of Grindelwald, and this is coming from who I really liked the first Fantastic Beasts. I thought it was a really fun return back to the world of Harry Potter, and I was excited to see what they were going to do with the second one. But the second one just diverges in so many different spaces. I mean, I don't know what they were doing with that movie, but what they did not work at all. I feel like. I mean, I love Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander. I hate that subplot involving. I can't remember the character who was after Dan. I can't remember the people who. I cannot remember the characters' names. But I just thought it was a really boring sequel, to be honest with you. And by the way, I saw it in IMAX, so quick little story for you guys. So I saw the movie at like what, 12, maybe 12:30, because I had work that night. And as you all know, movie trailers, back when the movies were a thing, I mean, I guarantee they'll come back. But back when the movies were a thing, they would play so many trailers. But I remember I saw it in IMAX. It was all fine. Halfway through, the sound started fucking up. Like, the sound went into static, and they kept changing to the front speakers, and they kept changing to the surround sound. And then finally, after I think 10 or 15 minutes, I finally get the sound working. So the sound was actually kind of fucked up in the IMAX auditorium. By the way, I love IMAX, so yeah. Have I seen Highlander 2? No. I saw the first one. That was fine, to be honest. Okay. I think Minority Report is one of the best Spielberg movies. I fucking love Minority Report. That's a movie I should review right there. Hey, there we go. I should review Minority Report. I might not be the best person to review it because that movie is a very deep thinking movie, especially when it comes to the themes of, like, you know, predicting the future and all that, and AI, but still, Minority Report is amazing. I used to watch the show. I heard the show. You know, the strange thing is, Sarah. Here, I'll pull it up really quick. The strange thing is, I know there was a show and it ran for a couple of seasons. Speaking of Bond movies, isn't No Time to Die? It is, but honestly, I think it'll get released next year instead. I think it will be instead. And but hold up. The first Silent Hill movie, I think, is not as bad as everyone says it is. I don't think it's a good movie, but honestly, I don't think it's a bad movie. In fact, I think it got the tone of Silent Hill much better than that sequel Revelation, which I thought was fucking. I mean, you guys saw my top 10 worst horror movies of the last decade. That was my top 5. Silent Hill was that, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think it was. It was in my top 10. I know that much. Let's see. Really? That's really cool, dude. By the way, The Way Back is really, really good. It's actually, The Way Back is a movie that, if it wasn't for Gavin O'Connor and Ben Affleck, that would have been a really mediocre movie. Probably less than mediocre. Gavin O'Connor and Ben Affleck make that movie so much better than it actually is. He did. I saw Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I thought it was fun. I didn't love it, but I thought it was fine. It was more. It was more endearing to watch than funny. In a good way. Endearing. You're absolutely correct on that, Sarah. That not number. Oh, I fucking hate The Apparition. I really hate it. Have I seen The Lobster? No, I have not. I've heard good things. I've seen Killing of a Sacred Deer, which I thought was really unsettling, but I loved it nonetheless. And I saw The Favorite, which I love the first half of The Favorite. The second half just dropped the ball entirely, and I hated the ending so much. I remember I saw the ending of The Favorite, and I remembered that a buddy of mine said all those rabbits. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then I saw the ending, and I just thought, And I remember that every critic down here in South Florida, so yeah, that just gives it away right there. I'm in Florida, guys. But every critic down in the southern parts of Florida, when they saw The Favorite, they were like, we loved it until the second half, but especially the ending. And I just thought, yeah, I agree. Hector, I'm going to say is this. Go watch my MCU Insanity and Infinity Saga ranked. You'll know what that is. That's all I'm going to say. Get that little fucker over here. E.T., we gotta get you back home. E.T.? He's not here. God damn it. Yorgos Lanthimos. I like Yorgos. He has a very interesting style. And the way how he composes the shots, I think is very interesting. I agree. Oh, by the way, speaking of movies, I'm excited for the sequel. Let's see. Alright, Billy. Alright. Is Minority Report? Yeah, probably so. Although I think Blade Runner is a terrific movie. I don't think it's great. Billy, I just want to let you know. If I don't get to your question, it's because I'm answering somebody else, but I will get to your question. Just letting you know. I will go up and down. Love that short. Short what? Oh, okay, but to say, love that short. I was like, what? Is an E.T. short out there? I mean, there is technically that commercial, which is actually really cool. Oh, trust me. Tanner, you're not the only one, dude. I am still not over that. What movie do I think is the most overrated? I still don't know, to be honest. I mean, one of the most overrated movies I've ever seen, honestly, is Call Me By Your Name. I did not get the love for that movie. I mean, I got what the movie is about. It's about more like the romantic tension between these two kids. But otherwise, I wasn't a fan of Call Me By Your Name. Compliance, I also hated. Did not like A Ghost Story. I mean, on first viewing, I thought it was solid, but after really thinking about it, it's like, and here's the thing, because I was given it, and I tried to rewatch it, I was so bored watching it the second time, and I was like, well, rewatch didn't help at all. Alright. So here are my thoughts on Shape of Water. You guys saw my review of it. Here's the thing. I don't think it should have won Best Picture. Best Director? Yeah, I could see that with Guillermo del Toro. But Best Picture, I think Three Billboards should have won Best Picture. That or Dunkirk. I think Shape of Water is a great movie. I think it's a really damn good movie. But I don't think it should have won Best Picture. I really don't. American Hustle, I agree with that one. American Hustle, I thought was really overpraised. I love The Fighter. I fucking love The Fighter. I think it's a terrific, and I love Silver Linings Playbook. But but when I tried to watch American Hustle, I think I was really into it for the first 20 minutes, and afterwards I was like, where the hell is this movie going? And David O. Russell has a style of humor where he tries to make things very, he tries to put in some humor, like some really black comedy. I thought for Silver Linings Playbook, it worked perfectly, especially when Bradley Cooper was reading that book, he tosses it out. I was laughing my ass off, but otherwise, that was great. Oh, that's some fighting words right there, dude. I love Dunkirk, man. You get out. I'm just kidding. Um, La La Land, I think, is a terrific movie. I mean, my buddy Gary and Jerome would be with you on that. They did not like La La Land either, Hector, so you're not the only one. Black Panther, you think, is overrated? What? Black Panther is fucking amazing, dude. Ah, dude. Hector, I agree. I didn't get the hype for it. I actually was not a fan of Marriage Story. I thought it was fine, to be honest with you. I thought it was fine. Marriage Story, I watched it with my mother, and the only reason why I didn't review it is because I was like, I just didn't have the motivation to review it. Marriage Story, a lot of people ask me, why do I hate Marriage Story? I don't hate Marriage Story. Do I think it's overrated? Yes. I think the performances are very good. Laura Dern was by far the best thing about the movie, if you ask me. She deserved the Oscar, if you ask me. But Adam Driver, everyone was saying in Marriage Story was groundbreaking and amazing, and I was watching it and I just thought, it's good. I mean, it's good. I mean, if you ask me, Taron Egerton or Adam Sandler should have been nominated in Adam Driver's place. Black Panther is it's not quite my favorite solo movie. My favorite solo MCU movie, honestly, my favorite MCU solo movie is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Still is to this day. Karush, 100% agree. Fucking love Last of Us Part 2. I'm actually playing it. I'm on day 3 of Zabby right now, which that part gets intense. I love Last of Us Part 2, which is currently my game of the year right now. Let's see. I think you get the fuck out. Just kidding. I love Avengers Endgame so much. I really do. I do think it deserved Best Picture. The nomination, absolutely yes. Yes, I do think it deserved. For Endgame over Infinity War, yes, only because of one specific reason. I think Infinity War, in terms of the story structure, I think it's a bit sloppily edited because sometimes it just goes in different directions entirely. Well, not really different directions, but I think the editing is a bit sloppily I think the editing is a bit sloppy, and some of the humor just did not work, if you ask me. Also, the Wakanda fight, while it's awesome, I feel like that's just in there randomly. It's still a fucking amazing MCU movie, but Endgame to me, just the reason why I think Endgame works so much better is because the first 20-30 minutes, I mean, I was expecting to be more of a somber character study more than anything for Endgame, and then it goes into that really entertaining, funny MCU film we all know and love, and the final act then for me goes into one of the greatest final acts I have ever seen. Now, granted, here's the thing. In Infinity War, I don't think any of us expected Thanos getting all the stones. But we all kind of knew that the ending for Endgame was going to happen. Not Tony Stark dying, but that big battle. The skill, however, I don't think any of us could have expected the scale of that battle, what it was going to be like. That's the reason why I think Endgame is better. And plus, it's just... Endgame, for me, just subverts expectations in so many ways, if you ask me, especially with the dialogue. I love the dialogue in Endgame. Recently, I platinumed Ghost of Tsushima. I'm working on my platinum for The Last of Us Part 2, so yeah. Ghost of Tsushima is a terrific game, which, by the way, hopefully sometime this week or next week, Gary and I will have our review of Ghost of Tsushima, so, look out for that. Thank you. I agree. Sandler should have been nominated. Jennifer Lopez definitely deserved it. I don't get how Jennifer Lopez was not nominated. Also, how the fuck was Lupita Nyong'o not nominated? For Us? Are you serious? I mean, honest to God, I mean, the films that were nominated, I think I saw Little Women. So I saw Saoirse Ronan, which I thought she was good in Little Women. But honestly, Florence Pugh, if you ask me, was the best part about Little Women. Aziz, I agree. Willem Dafoe should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I agree with that absolutely. Why Willem Dafoe wasn't nominated for The Lighthouse is beyond me. Hateful Eight, I can see that. Hateful Eight, I would say, if I could rank the Tarantino movies, I would say Hateful Eight is probably. I think that Hateful Eight is the second best to come out of the last decade. Like, if I would rank them, I would say Django, Hateful Eight, and then I would say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yep, dude. I agree. Awkwafina should have been nominated for The Farewell. She was absolutely terrific. Hey, the next gen, we fixed that. So, oh god, think a movie that you love. Honestly, here's the thing, Luke. I try not to review movies objectively because here's the thing. Film reviewing is subjective because everyone experiences films differently. There's a reason why people say films are subjective and not objective. Now, sure, a lot of people will probably say objectively that The Dark Knight and Empire Strikes Back are perfect movies. However, a lot of people will say that, okay, never mind. You know what? There is one. I love The Fanatic. However, it is flawed up the ass. I can't say, but however, I will say though, but still though, film reviewing is subjective. I think for a reason. I mean, I think that objectively, how I go on objective wise is that I go in by what I see in the movie, but then subjectively, I go like, okay, how did that make me feel? How did I react to that certain thing? So yeah. I can see that, Calvin. I can see that honestly. I can totally see that. I think Parasite definitely deserved Best Picture. It definitely did. Parasite. I was not expecting that movie to be as great as it was. Because usually before I go on, Andy, good to see you as well, man. Seriously. Andy, I met him when I saw Child's Play, and Andy, really cool dude, really cool guy. Yeah, here's the thing, Raymond. I don't want to diverge from the question, Calvin. Do not worry. Here's the thing. I have mild autism myself. I thought The Fanatic was fucking hilarious. I mean, John Travolta's performance in that film is just... It's something that you have to see to believe. It really is. But yeah. It's not really a Tarantino movie. He wrote the story, but that's about it. I do agree. I do need to see Natural Born Killers again, because it's been a long time since I've seen it. I'll keep going for like another 10 minutes. Oof. I mean, I can't disagree against that, because Parasite is a amazing movie. I mean, Parasite just surprised me in so many ways. That was, you guys saw my review, but in Parasite I mentioned in my review that was a movie that slipped under my radar, and I was not going to see it until everyone was telling me, dude, you need to see this movie. And I was like, okay, I'll watch it. Fucking loved it. I loved it. I have loved it every time I went. Minus when I went in 2018. Only because of one specific reason. The person I went with, one of my best friends, was being a pain in the ass the entire time. He kept complaining about the lines, and I was just like, dude, I get you don't like waiting the lines, but this is why we should have bought a fucking Fast Pass. This is what you get. You waited till the last second to buy a ticket. I was like, this is what you get. Really, Raymond? Really? I mean... I will say this, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a great film, but this is what I say about films winning Best Picture. It's the same way how I feel about Best Director. Like, if you ask me, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was a terrific movie, but do I think it's one of the best of last year? No. I don't think it is. I thought Parasite absolutely was, like, Parasite was, if you ask me, like, okay, one film that should have been nominated for Best Picture that did not get any love at all was The Nightingale. That film should have gotten so much more love. That film was disturbing, however, it dealt with sensitive topics in a very mature manner. Is it hard to watch? Absolutely. But it deals with very sensitive topics in a very mature manner. I love The Nightingale. Ashley Franciosi, how she wasn't nominated, I don't get it. And now Sam Claflin wasn't nominated for Best Supporting Actor, will never understand that. Hey guys, Austin here. Thought you would want to do that. Braveheart, my favorite Mel Gibson movie. It's that, and I would say Hacksaw Ridge. I would say I love Braveheart, man. I love Braveheart. Let's see what else we got here. Tanner, I'm with you on that one. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I think it's a great movie. I think it's a great movie. Do not get me wrong, but I think that the first 15 minutes or so of it just is really slow. But then I would say the scene with Bruce Lee, that's when it picks up, if you ask me. I don't think I agree. I honestly agree. I agree. Gravity should have won Best Picture. Nothing against 12 Years a Slave, but if you ask me, what Gravity does for filmmaking at the time, I think was just absolutely incredible. Knowing that I know that more than half of that film was primarily in CGI, and knowing that blows my damn mind. I think Gravity should have won. I have actually never seen Apocalypto. I need to see that movie. I've heard nothing but great things about that. Let's see. Thoughts on Crash? Lucas, I know you're going to ask me Crash 4 questions, so I might as well get on this one. Crash 4 looks very, very promising. That looks very promising. I need to see that movie, but I think Prisoner of Azkaban is his best movie. I love Alfonso Cuarón. I've heard he has a movie coming out soon. I want to see it. I can't remember what it's called. Let me actually look it up really quick. I forgot what it's called, but I need to look it up. Don't worry, guys. I'll still keep an eye on your questions. He has a movie coming out again. Oh, I thought he did. Never mind. I could have sworn he had another movie coming out at some point. Oh, okay. I thought Alfonso Cuarón had a new movie coming out. I was like, wait, Alfonso Cuarón has a movie coming out, doesn't he? Damn, okay, I'm actually kind of bummed now at this point. Okay, we'll go until minute 15, an hour and 15 minutes, okay. Yeah, Roma was terrific. I loved Roma. It was a bit slow, but terrific nonetheless. I have not seen the trailer, but I will see it at some point. Actually, I know a couple people that worked on that movie from my film school. I know a couple people that worked on it. I don't know what capacity, but I know two of my friends worked on it, and I'm really excited to see what they're going to be doing. Oh, I can disagree with you there. James Horner's score for Braveheart is absolutely amazing. Dude, Tanner, you're not the only one. I cannot wait for Last Night. So, and actually, also, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World 10. Scott Pilgrim turned 10 a couple of days ago. One of my favorite movies of all time. I love Scott Pilgrim. Let's see. I am really excited for his Pinocchio adaptation. I'm excited for that. I really am. Let's go up here, see what I didn't get to. I can see that, Raymond. I can see that. Let's see. Alright, so I'll take in a couple more questions. So, guys, bring in your questions, and afterwards I'm going to get going here. Joker's score is beautifully haunting, and I'm happy it got the Oscar. Abso-fucking-lutely. Couldn't agree more. That was my favorite score of last year. That score is just absolutely amazing. Like, I consider the Joker, I consider the score for Joker to be one of the greatest scores I've ever heard in a non-comic book movie. Seriously, that score is just it's perfect if you ask me. I've always considered Joker score to be an extension of the Joker psyche. So I got some notifications. Have I ever seen Pan's Labyrinth? Nope, that's not the one I wanted to do. Sorry. Yes, amazing movie. That's one of the best foreign films I've ever seen. I think that might be my favorite Guillermo del Toro movie. It is, actually. That's my favorite Guillermo del Toro movie. That's my favorite one. Pacific Rim, I think, it's a movie that doesn't get a lot of love. Two, off the top of my head, C. Cougar, Scott Pilgrim, and Dredd. How Dredd did not get more love is beyond me. Dredd is just a badass flick. I would love to see a sequel, or even a Netflix series. Like, give me something. I would love to see that. Seriously. What are my thoughts? And I'm excited for it. From what I've heard, it's gonna focus more on Benoit Blanc, which I'm really excited about. But I'm excited. I love Knives Out. I loved it. And speaking of which, I thought this was really interesting. So here's the thing. I think I was the only reviewer in South Florida that actually loved Knives Out. Everyone I know, minus a couple of people, did not like Knives Out. I was just like, how the fuck do you not like Knives Out? It's like, it's a different spin on the mystery, on the murder mystery. I thought it was awesome. Let's see. Currently for my least favorite genre, romance, 500 Days of Summer, or Blue Valentine, even though the Blue Valentine isn't really a romance movie. Musicals, La La Land, probably. I love La La Land. I'm sorry, I love that movie, guys. I really do. But in terms of romance, I'd say 500 Days of Summer, because it's a movie that subverts expectations, and it says right off the bat, it's not a romance. This is not a love story. It's a story of boy meets girl, which I thought was a brilliant way of just saying, hey guys, this ain't your typical story. This is something different, which I loved about it. Have I seen The Night Comes for Us? I have not, but my buddies tell me I need to see it. Tanner? Yes. Absolutely yes. If you ask me, The Last Jedi is in my top 3 Star Wars films. I adore The Last Jedi, dude. I adore it. I saw it 3 times in theaters. Could not get enough, and I've seen it even more so at home. I love that film to death. I really do. Have I watched Westworld? No, I have not, but knowing that Haley Gross co-wrote The Last of Us Part 2, and knowing that she wrote a couple of episodes in Season 1, I really want to see Westworld now. But yeah. Alright, I'll take in one more question after I see that. That's Season of Game. I agree. I absolutely agree. Season 8 of Game of Thrones is overhated. I agree. I didn't hate Game of Thrones Season 8. I really did not. Let's see. Last Jedi is my favorite in the sequel trilogy. I agree. C. Cougar, absolutely amazing. Rise of Skywalker sucked. I don't think Rise of Skywalker sucked. I think it was just massively disappointing. But do I think it's the one of the worst Star Wars films? Oh yeah. In fact, it's in my bottom 3 worst. Duel of Fates, I agree that story for Duel of Fates was awesome. It was awesome, and I actually love that they went for a darker ending. Like, that was awesome. Alright, looks like Billy gets the last question here, and I agree. Last Jedi has brilliant cinematography. Nope, that's it. Nope, sorry. Alright, I know about Incredible Hulk, I feel like, is a movie that... Incredible Hulk is very underrated. That film gets a lot of hate. I don't think that movie is nearly as bad as it was. However, the movie could have been a whole lot better. I think it's actually really good. Better than The Raid 2? Okay, I'll have to check out The Night Comes for Us then. The Sandman was more appreciate it. Alright guys, well, thank you all so much for joining my little AMA today. I do apologize if this wasn't in my usual setting. I'll be back in my usual setting tomorrow. I'll be recording a gameplay tomorrow night. Hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know when that'll be up. Hopefully that next day. But guys, seriously, I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for your get well soon wishes, for your love and support since I got tested positive. I'm feeling a lot better now. But guys, really, thank you all so much. I really, really appreciate it. It meant the world to me that on Twitter, Instagram, and on here that you guys sent all the love that you did. Seriously, I love you all to death. I'm excited to go back to my usual settings to get back cranking out videos for you guys. I'm excited for you guys to see what I'm playing for my video gaming content. I hope you guys do watch my video game content because I'm going to put a lot of effort into those. But anyways, thank you all so much. Stay safe out there, guys. Continue washing your hands. Continue wearing your face mask. Please, guys, wear your fucking face masks. I see that so much, and it drives me nuts. Be safe out there. We'll get through this, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great day, guys. See y'all later.